The thousand-year history of China gave the world not only the gunpowder and the compass, but also unique technology of rehabilitation of health acupuncture. Like thousands of years ago, the doctor locates the acupuncture points on the human body and affect them with a needle. The reaction of the organism is expressed in the mobilization of inner resources to fight the disease. Figuratively speaking, the needle makes to work of the internal doctor. The effectiveness of this method is recognized worldwide. On the human body are hundreds of points. The impact of that the needles can heal dozens of diseases. However, finding these points and correctly enter the needle can only acupuncture specialist with a very great experience. But how do they hit the needle in the point of acupuncture, which is the size of 1 millimeter in diameter? The most important thing here is to hit in the right spot and don't miss. The body itself will do the rest, said the doctor. But solve the main task is not so simple. We see a long series of examples of the various points. Search and see that by and large the search of the point is not the technology, but the arts, and this way of searching on anatomy structure of the patient's body, in principle, could not give the exact location. Because the size of the thumb and the dimensions of the acupuncture point differing dozens of times, the size of the thumb about an centimeter, diameter point is about a millimeter. Therefore, even if you will find very approximate location of the point by the anatomic structure, the accuracy of detection is of type out there somewhere under your finger. The more does not find the desired point the sick himself, the man from the street. Here is an explanation of the error, which can transform an effective method of treatment into quackery, placebos. We adhere the fear reasonable of patient before invasive intervention. Prick. We adhere the risk of turning the kid into a disabled since childhood person, but because of what the doctor's hand wavered when treating with needles just call it of the newborn. Hence the main problems of acupuncture, the chance of skin infection, damage or rupture of the nerve fibers, which can lead to paralysis of the limbs, especially when working with the spine. Visible results of unprofessional treatment of spinal needles, at best, is remaining in the patient's body broken needles, at worst, damaging the spinal cord. Centuries of progress. In the late 20th century, metal needles, stimulators of acupuncture points, was replaced by other, modern non-invasive tools, including the most effective in this capacity, laser. Was developed a lot of laser devices used for acupuncture, effective in the treatment and safe in operation. However, the problem of precision-guided laser beam, same as before the needle, remains unsolved so far. Can you solve this problem and make acupuncture a popular method of treatment? Russian scientists respond affirmatively. As a result of years of research, has developed apparatus for laser acupuncture with search function of acupuncture points. As the treatment process with the apparatus class going on right now, the patient returned home from the clinic, where the doctor pointed him acupuncture points that you want to affect. After looking at the reference book where they are and identifying their approximate location on the body, the patient finds the exact position of the point in this case. Point that can lead to the maximum brightness of the LaSS indicator. After point revealing laser switches automatically. 3 years ago, when Stephanie was 1-year-old, his parents bought a laser device CLaSS. Since before the cold season they spend weeks course strengthening immunity on the Shenmen point. Over the years, Stephanie has never hurt hard or flu, although loves to roll in the snow.
Хотя очень любит валяться в снегу.
prophylactic treatment of parents do and themselves too, and also for several years don't get colds. The device has all permits in Russia. Range of application of the apparatus is very wide, from the common cold to cerebral palsy. Acupuncture is now accessible to all and everyone.